Hello, everybody. I hope you saw it that I'm gonna be doing the astrology report for 2 days. I'm gonna be traveling back home in Spain. Just did a great video today with Paulina and our other channel, Aqua Spirit United, here on YouTube, talking about this karmic versus soul relationships. It's gonna be a little bit tied up into this report right now because of the way the moon is. You see, um, when you are in the relationships, gratitude reveals the true nature of the soul, of the character, of the mind, everything that is within you. As we go through the full moon, you can actually see that. I just went outside and I saw she's just beautiful, and a lot of beautiful emotions, a lot of things are coming in with this. And you see it in your chart, the moon, it's in divine energies with this beautiful Saturn, North Node, Mercury, Neptune, Venus, all these energies that it's there. But we're seeing it that little Lilith in there that it's gonna be. And today, the moon is gonna be transiting into Scorpio. And that is what happens when you're in the relationships and the things are not okay or something that needs to be done. You're beginning to what? Investigate it. But what do you do when you investigate it? There's two things that can happen. You can find a codependency. You can find the needs, the used from the partner. How can you use your partner for your own benefits? Okay, Scorpios, you know exactly what I'm talking about. To satisfy the self satisfactions isn't there. But this is going to be a little different because for some, that energies and soul actually is going to be leading to this understanding of what actually the union is, the depth in there. Because tomorrow, the moon, it's going to be in divine energies with Jupiter. And people who, instead of breaking the connections, breaking, pointing the fingers, and doing all of these energies, is going to be the people who actually choose the soul. They're investigating what is the problem and the issues as a mature personalities, as a soul in there. And then that energies of the moon is going to be shooting that divine energies towards Jupiter. Great, great enhancements about communications, value connections, value yourself, values partners, and the energy that it's going to be of all this experience. Okay, so today we're seeing it that the moon is going to be on this yacht. The yacht actually is going to be the sun and Chiron. That is going to be where the mission is. You're going to be looking at through your intuition what you think about the authority. There's going to be a lot of T-squaring, ground squares with Pluto. We're seeing that those intense energies that it's going to be there, the lack of the transformations. We're seeing it that a lot of the things are working, not working. We're seeing it all this that it's coming, but we have the hope and that hope is that the moon is going to begin to make this balance of what it's not in balance. But the moon has to go to the next higher vibrations from Libra into Scorpio, where you digging deep, you diving there to find what? The truth. You see, the truth is always hidden, is always somewhere. It's underneath the rug. It's inside of your shadow. It's inside of the depth that you are keeping it in there. But the truth that is unspoken, it's kind of like a poison for the soul. And that's what it is about these intense energies to comes in. It says like, why you are fighting? Well, you have a fight because you want to protect certain truths not to come out from within yourself. Am I going to feel embarrassed? Am I going to feel this? Am I going to feel that? And so on and so on and so on and so on. Right? But that is it a purpose. Okay? Because when the moon is going to Scorpio, You're gonna know. You're gonna know from within your shadow and how you're gonna be working within yourself. Very powerful moments we are living in. As the day is gonna go by, we are going to see that midheaven that is going to be joining Pluto. Right now, there is a lot of internal wars that goes on. We're talking about Mars beginnings, this inner fights we see in it within the world. There is this intensity that whatever happens in the world, I cannot do this. I cannot protect my family. I cannot be the provider. I cannot be the gardener in the paradise. I can, there's so many energies of this. But when you see these energies in there, Mars is looking at to resolve the conflicts. And that is the power of the divine masculine energies inside of you. While the lower energies is going to be like, I feel abandoned. I don't feel the connections with my intuitions. I'm not within myself. I don't like these new transformations. I don't want to change. And I don't like somebody to tell me what I can do. And here is the Mars failure comes in and knocks on the door. This is basically like you hearing the truck with the pile of crap that comes in and hitting on the reverse and coming towards you. You only hear like beep, 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 and then all that crap comes towards you. Why? You're attracting it. You don't want to understand. You don't want to listen. You don't want to transform, and you're going against the authority. Hey, Mars, what are you doing? So here is that energies that within the relationships as the moon is going to be there, since the moon is in its full power. Okay, the moon is the reflections of the sun. The moon is reflecting what the authority is, right? So you seeing it that energy that it comes from the moon, from the sun, it's passing. You go into the moon, it's reflecting back into the earth. So basically, things that we are missing we are able to see it. That's what the moon it is about, the intuition. It's like, oh, I missed this, I missed that. Okay. But also the moon, it's kind of like in the past because that energy first comes into the earth, but it's passing the earth, and now the moon is reflecting that energy towards the earth. Okay. So we see in it so many beautiful things that are coming, but that is the intense energies. And it's intense because of our misunderstanding about the energies. The moon is going to be going on and joins Lilith. We see in these positions that it's coming. But in the next hour, that's going to be at 9 o'clock. Midheaven, it's going to be at Aquarius, powerful energies with Jupiter in the moon. Um, there is a lot of divine energies going towards the North Node. You're going to get the guidelines that you've been seeking. You're going to be getting some things that are going to be coming in towards you. You see, your real power is tested when the energies are intense, not when they are, oh, it's so good. Everyone wants to be the energies to be good, to be honest with you. But with those intensity and that it's currently coming in, and those intensity that we are processing, it is about. There was a little post that I made it today on Facebook. If you guys following me on a Facebook, it's like don't blame us for your own behavior, and there is the planets with the sun, right? So we can see a certain energies, but how are we going to be acting and reacting those energies up upon us? And a part of this Aquarius energies is to finally to be awakened to the process that there is a consequences of our actions. And this is how we need to want to do what? Create a balance. That is going to be the midheaven trine with the moon. And we to have this beautiful, beautiful energies there are from communications to create this balance. That's going to be a Jupiter. And that's with the moon when it comes in tomorrow, when she's going to be already in Scorpio, she's going to be sending that 150 degrees. It's going to be like, oh, that's the issue. Okay. I'm suggesting you, if you want to understand the aspects of the astrology, okay, take some few friends and look at the chart and put in them of the way of the energies within the planets are. And you're going to see The people you have the squares and the people who's got the oppositions in there, you can have a very intense energies with the oppositions, but the people you have with the triangles, how that feels with you, but pay attention with the people who are having with your side on that 150 degrees, and you will feel something very important. You will understand the aspects of the astrology, but you're gonna understand where are they coming from, how are they were made. You're gonna understand the gravity. You're gonna understand the energies, and this is gonna be bringing you to a very powerful moments of understanding the energies of the new way if you're gonna learn. All right, next hour we're gonna have a midheaven gonna be at Pisces mental work. Mental work right now it's focused within the moon. We're gonna be passing into that effects of the full moon against the sun. It's still gonna be active. That energies for desire to fight, desire to be right. Okay, that desire to be right though, where you have to be. Are you always right? If you think is always right, you never understand what it's mean to be acting on the possessions of enhancements together with the relationships. And that is a one thing that needs to be learned. That is a what this yacht of the North Node in Uranus, it's the call. Okay. Imagine that Uranus is here and you have the North Node, the path that it's calling you. And now they're coming to you. And what do you see across? Your authority. You're authorizing at this. And now with that particular energies that we have in here in Pisces is about the mental work, the processes that needs to be done. Because in the next hour, we are seeing it how the midheaven connecting into Saturn, to Venus, the North Node, that divine energies, particularly from that Pisces, it's more stronger. I'm talking about these green lines that you're seeing it going towards the moons as the black moon lilith and the true moon. And the black moon, that is the true, not the mean one. In there, they're all right there. They're in that getaway between Libra and Scorpio. This is it, like I see what is it in the relationship, but there is something in there is not okay. Something is not right. But where are you first looking at? Are you looking at from within yourself? Understanding that something maybe you are not right. Not that the other person is wrong. Not that the other person needs to do something. No, 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 no. You look first where? You. And that is going to be the depth. Take a look what you have at Scorpio. Take a look at it where you are in there, particularly with people who have a Pluto in Scorpio in there. Your energy should be focused. What do you do in the material world? What is the consequences of Taurus in there? Okay. So, seeing it and that, the energy is going to be calling from all these positions. We're seeing that the ascendant it's very close to Mars and opposing these energies of Pluto. We are going to be seeing it this in the next hour that that particular energy is the lack of the desire of what we need to change. The South Node is opposing Saturn, it's opposing Venus, Mercury, and the North Node. The past is going to be calling you, but Mars is the one who can enhance this strength and power to overcome those conflicts. And you see these bull lines that are going in towards the North Node in there, Saturn and Venus. He is the backbone. He's the support. And now with that support that it's coming in there, it is about you to take this new life, take this new perspective from within yourself as the midheaven. It's going into Aries. Okay, that is the inner work of myself, but that is sextiling Pluto. And Pluto says, like, ha ha, there you go. I'm an Aquarius. I'm giving you the new things, but here it is. You're still fighting. You still want to fight. You cannot fight the universe. You better understand that. But some of this energy is in there. It's going to be, like, I want to cooperate with the universe. And that's going to be the proper way of this Mars There is sextile in Uranus, and Uranus is sending sextiles into the North Node, Saturn, and the Moon. You are creating your new self, right? But when you're creating a new self, you're gonna have to fight the old one within you. Now we're gonna be facing the challenges within authority within ourselves of where the intuition is leading you. And it's like, oh, but I want this for me. I want that for me. This is doesn't suits me. This is doesn't serves me. This person doesn't serve me. Everything has to be about me, 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 me. And then the relationship is wrong when you are actually wrong. So now this self-guilt tripping energies, because this is pretty much the end of Aries and end of Libra's energies. This is going to be some very powerful divine energies towards Libra Pisces in there. But you're going to have to take a look within yourself, your own authority. How do you build within you? Particularly, where is your first house? Because your first house is correlated to Aries. How you want to cardinally leading your life. Your second house is more tied up into Taurus. What are you going to do in this material world? Your third house is of friends, how you communicate, how you socializing, which related into what? To Gemini. Okay. So now, since you seen it, what is going to happen there, you're going to know what you how you're fighting your authority within yourself. Where is the moon and the sun in your chart? What do you have on that areas if you have anything within you? Because during these intense moments, okay, this could lead to a very beautiful cardinal understandings. They're going to lead you to what? To a better evolutions in you. That's going to lead to a better evolutions where? In the relationships. But the relationships that's getting better where? When everything begins to work, even in the shadow, where there is no shadow. And that's why when the moon and the Liliths are coming in together, we're going to be seeing as some a very powerful energies later on tonight. All right. 2 o'clock, the midheaven is going to be at Taurus squaring Pluto. We know this energies from before. It's like, well, with the material world doesn't go well. The material world is going to be what you are creating. The universe is telling you, you are going to be creating your own self. Before you're creating something on earth, you have to know who you are. Most of people don't know who they are. They only want, need, and ask and demanding. They don't know who they are. Most people don't know that they are souls. Okay? On earth, they have physical experience. With those energies right there, we have this ascendant energies at the end of Leo that's point out these divine energies. How you created yourself at Leo. What is your Leo in the chart? How do you see yourself? And that's what is this correlations between ascendant and a midheaven, because they point you to different directions. Okay, what you see and what you need to do. All right, well, what you need to see on the next hour, that is it, the ascendant that it's coming from Virgo. We talk about these energies with Pluto in the North Node, powerful, powerful moments, a lot of divine energies. We've been talking about this over and over. Midheaven is with Uranus. Right now, the moon, it's already crossing to where? To Scorpio. Because you start to investigating something. Scorpio is the secret agent. Scorpio is the investigator. Scorpio is the digging deep. Scorpio is about the intimacy. Let me go dive deep, deep, deep inside of you. I want to know who you are. I want to make sure that you. Scorpio is looking at him. The one thing in there is like they may be silent, but they are working deeply within. Okay. So as the moon is going to be going, can there very powerful emotions is going to be start coming up? Those are divine energies. Okay. Another astrologer, Kepancha said, is very beautiful time for those people who are working their soul mates, twin flame relationships, because they can be union. Okay. But we are talking about That's it's attaching to these energies because as you looking at deep, you are beginning to connecting the okay. Pisces and Scorpio, those are deep emotions. Who else is in the water? Mars. I want that deepness of my mind that I'm putting into the family. Okay. But Mars, even though he's in a water sign, he is squaring the moon. Why? Because he's at the end of it. And that's what the squaring's energies right now towards the moon and the sun. They are going to be intensified. And it's about to trigger you to go out for a war, but to understand that you need to change and look into your emotions. All right. 4 o'clock midheaven is going to be at Gemini. It's going to be trining Pluto. Intensity, it's coming. It's rising up. We are seeing it. What are you going to organize? How are you going to organize? Well, it cannot be organized. Some things cannot be organized because they're too much mess. Some things you have to just to clean up the whole table, throw everything in the garbage, and start it from scratch. Okay. But can you be able to dance it you? Can you toss everything out of your system and throw it in there? No, you can't. You have to process one to another. So here is the difference between organizing in the material world and organizing yourself. Okay, so don't go to these extremes. Don't strike in into these energies because more things is going to be coming in and affecting you. As the ascendant is going to be at Virgo because this is where the South Node is. We've seen it that the past shows up that when if you we did this extremes, then basically we didn't learn anything. We moved from one extreme to another. Wow, right now we are looking at what is this extremes are showing us and where we have to go. And where we have to go is the growth, period. And that's where the Jupiter is on the T square between those energies in there. But we have a great angel wings. They are made it from the North Node in there with Saturn. That's going to tell us everything's going to be okay. The family situation is going to be okay. Just as you are going to be, keep yourself in the right positions. Um, Keep your emotions intact in there because during the shifts of the planets and that particular moment, you may have the energies like, I'm going to investigate this so I can avenge, I can go ahead and create this traps, I can go ahead and create this stories. This is also Scorpio's energies. Okay, and particularly under the guidance of Mars, Mars can be all this creativity in there for avenge and revenge in there. Okay, and don't take light the negative signs of the Cancer. Okay, because the Cancer, because of I want this and so on, I can't create all the other situations that it should not be. Okay, sometimes the over protections is also toxic. So look within yourself, maintain a balance within you, because those balances you're going to be needed. Okay, we see it in the next hour at 6 p.m. Those energies it's coming from the midheaven of Cancer. This is going to be a positive energies for Pluto. Okay, but you are in a process of changes, and currently the both the moon and the Lilith they are trining with the midheaven. So basically, this is going to be the inner work facing into the family patterns. But those family patterns they have to work with what within your soul, because right now your soul is going to be looking what I need to fighting for. Okay, and here is like if you don't know what you're fighting for, you're finding something to fight for. Don't look for a fight, look for a peace. That's where it's going to be actually all these intense energies that are coming. All right, next hour at 7 o'clock, we see in the midheaven it's going to be very close to Mars. Mars, it's pulling at those nth degrees in there. he's gonna be giving this energies um, for Pisces more and more and more powerful. We're gonna be finding that Venus right now it's very much slow. She is stationary. We're gonna be seeing it that energy that of Venus is slowing down, and she's like, "Wait a minute, I want what I have to. I reached my point of return. Now I have to go back." Okay, now I have to go back. And with that energies of going back in this beautiful of energy of Venus that it's gonna be, this is like you're running from the love until you lose it. And now I have to go back in there to gain it. But that is an admission. And here is the responsibility of Mars. Does he's gonna be getting the forgiveness of that? Or he's just gonna be like, I don't care. You don't appreciate the love that I wanted when I need it. And that's where you're gonna be seeing it when Mars is entering Leo. What is going to be, but you're gonna have some challenges with this, right? Some of the greatest things is gonna come out. Some of the things is not gonna be very great because Mars and Leo is gonna be challenging the change. We're going to be seeing it. That's what this energy is I'm talking about. You see how much all of a sudden so much red is in the chart. And that's what is going to be looking at pretty soon. Okay. And we are going to have to deal with these energies because it's going to be basically the daily activities because Mars doesn't move that fast. All right. But we're going to be seeing those challenges. There's going to be more of this um, duality energies. We are talking about Aquarius, Pisces, and Virgo's energies. Okay. This is going to be some situations that is going to be really, I'm tied it up to the Virgo in there because this is where the South Node is. How did you organize yourself in the past is going to have the reflections in the future. So this is going to be triggered enough things that it's going to be within us, and we are going to be going through this internal process of change, but on so many levels, so many times, and so fast. It's like basically like you have no time to think. You only have time to react. Okay, because the intensified of the energy is like enough with the hold up, enough with the bullshit, enough with these things. Things has to move. They're stagnant. Things has to move. They're delayed. Things has to move. This is kind of like you have this contract that has to happen a certain amount of time, and the contract is not even near to come to completion. And now everyone makes a phone call. He's like, "Come on, we gotta have it." And this how you're gonna feel. But that energy is gonna calm down in there, but it's coming. It's like a warning. Some of you is gonna be getting some deja vu's about all this. All right. That was at 8 o'clock energy. So yes, 8 o'clock energies lately we've been a pain in the butt, but it is what it is. 9 o'clock energies. We have the midheaven at Leo. Those who are developing themselves in there, they're gonna be seeing it within. You to develop yourself and you go with the proper authority, proper the growth. But you also understand that there's something with the universe is pushing you and says like you need to make those changes. Okay, those changes that it's gonna have to comes in, they are gonna be beneficial to you. So all of a sudden you're gonna find out what the Jupiter plays all that points because the Jupiter is the only one that right now sends this positive energies towards the sun, but also the midheaven, it's helping there. So what are you going to tell that to you? It is about your personal development. Personal development is in the fifth house. And a lot of the people think that the personal development is when they have kids. That's when you grow up. But that's how it shows up how you grow up because you put in your energies into your kids. And that's what is the kid's house and the fifth degree, but the fifth house. But it's also your personal development in there. Take a look what you have at your fifth house. I went too fast. In there. All right. 10 o'clock, that is going to be the workout of the energies of the ascendant earlier at Virgo, divine energies with Pluto. We talk about those divine energies, but at the same time, we are getting the ascendant that is in divine energies with Jupiter. This is where the moon is going to be tomorrow. Okay, right now we have the moon that is in the middle between the Liliths. That is a really the energy of the full moon. It's already wearing off. The energies of being against that square with Mars is lower down. What is increasing is your withstanding against the changes that happens within the age of Aquarius and Pluto. And they're coming in because guess what? Who does not want to change? Your ego, yourself, because you're operating from the lower self, not from the higher self. So this is the one thing that you're going to be investigating it from within yourself. As at the moon, it's going into Scorpio and seeing it a lot of things in the past. That's going to be trigger energies at 11 o'clock as the midheaven is approaching the south node. Okay, so you're seeing it at the end, which is going to be in 2 days from now. We're going to have this beautiful this beautiful triangle in there. The moon, when it's ending that's investigations, it's going to put the truth where it's belong to. We're going to see some very, very beautiful energies towards the authority, towards the sun. But please don't react on a permanent situations. Don't make these permanent decisions on a temporary emotions. Okay, the moon creates the temporary emotions. All right. The next day, we're talking about the day after tomorrow, 7 o'clock. We seen it where the moon is. We seen it. It's in a Scorpio. It's still gonna be squaring Pluto. A lot of the shadow side it's coming in. A lot of the authority that it's coming. Chiron is gonna be playing all that role in there about the unhealed wounds. But all these energies they're gonna beginning to basically start to wear out. The sun is moving away from Chiron. Mars beginning to move away from Cancer. Okay, Pluto is being Pluto within himself, and he is like more stationary in that. And Aquarius is like, I keep watching you guys, but I have no patience to train you when I'm gonna get retrograde because some of you have to repeat the experience. And we're seeing it as that energies. Be mindful about your job, your performance. Don't go against the authorities. Okay. That is going to be one of those things that going to be creating a lot of internal fights. Allow the authority to evolve. And that's all that is. Your authority have to begin to evolve. And that is going to be that evolutions of the sun going into Taurus. Because that stubbornness, that energy of the stubbornness in there, it's going to have to grow until you realizing I have to be more patient, I have to be more diligent, I have to be more like this, but don't piss off the Taurus. It's going to take you time. Once you piss them off, there is no surviving in there. Okay, that's what we're talking about. Don't anger the bull, right? Because the bull is your providing. Don't ghost against the people who providing things. And we're going to be learning how to, first of all, what? In order to recognize the providing, we need to learn how to provide to ourselves so we can have the value of these energies. All right, those energies is going to be triggered at 8 o'clock. That transformations, particularly, we're going to have this ascendant that is going to be at Jupiter, we're seeing it that the moon, as I told you, is going to be in divine energies with that. We see that ascendant gives in a preview with those energies as the Scorpio comes in. Is a This is the time when you reevaluate in the depth within yourself, and then you see it like once I get to the bottom of the things, I'm going to be understanding what I need to do. Who's telling you this? Your intuition, and that's what the moon is. All right, the next hour, midheaven, it's gonna be at Aquarius. Perfect time for that growth that it needs to be done with Jupiter. Communicate is the key. So it's a 9 o'clock. Most of the time of 9 o'clock, what you're going to the companies, you're going to the war room. You have these reports that it's going on, and it's Monday, right? You are practicing, you are seeing it where you are last week, where you gotta catch up with clients, where you have to go on in there. And all of a sudden you're figuring it out that this doesn't work very well. You have to have a new approach. You're seeking where to innovate. You're seeking how to increase certain things to create better to your competitors. But now apply it to yourself, all this kind of like an energy. Imagine you are in a meeting with all these little portions within yourself in there, and you're trying to enhance your own self. That is going to be that energy. Underneath the layers of everything that you need to do, that is going to be that energy. All right, next hour, 10 o'clock, midheaven is going to be at Pisces, a lot of water energies with the moon. Beautiful time, you going to the depths. Now you're realizing certain things, very powerful moments, very great things that you're going to be experiencing. You feeling it good. That is it, the moments that you already, it's like, okay, I understand all the processes and I feel good. Okay. And moments with this is gonna coming in, particularly when you go to that energy of Saturn, Venus in there, whereas the Mars and the Ascendant, it's putting that beautiful energies towards the north node. As long you are in the right mindset. I mean, the moon is not going to be squaring Mars. So basically, your emotions is not going to be affecting you. But that authority energies at 11, 12 o'clock, be mindful about how you're dealing with your own self-authority. That's going to link into the authority with your bosses, with the people around you. Okay, you're gonna see that some of the people maybe they have a higher authority. Those are the people who are pretty much kind of like an operator rank, and they're trying to be a bosses of the bosses and tell who's gonna do or what is going to do like that, like they're the boss. Right? Be mindful about these situations. Okay, everyone have to know where their spot is under the sun. Okay. But that doesn't mean you have to suppress people, but that doesn't mean you have to bring people where they're not supposed to be. Get it? You're working with the both energies. All right. Next hour we are dealing with the midheaven. It's going into areas. That's gonna be the energies of working on yourself. You see the divine energies is gonna come on. With that, the moon is moving forward. She's going in. She's like little by little. I'm going into the middle of Scorpio. I'm getting into this. Okay. She's like, I investigated already. I investigated 1/3 of what I need to investigate it. And now with that investigations, this is being going on. You're gonna feel like, wait a minute. Uh, I see it, but I'm going into this closed road. What I need to do. Okay. As the inner work is going to be at the Aries, is going to be this little bit of tiny money guidance that's going to come to you. Have you ever thought about this? To look inside of yourself, see what you actually have to provide, see what you have to get in there, see your shadow that it's in. All right, the next hour we have the authority at 1 o'clock. Okay. That authority can be more about the fight, to bring the fight to be more like, don't do it. Okay. Every time you've done it before, what did that end up? You destroy yourself. So here is those energies with Jupiter that's going to be telling you, like, come to me. Jupiter is going to be calling the sun. Come to me. Okay. Come to me, son. Come to me, authority. I'm going to help you. Okay. Jupiter and the sun, those are the two big planets. Those are the growth. That's how this growth is coming in there. Okay. But squaring Mars and opposing the Lilith, the shadow energies. Be mindful of the people who comes in and tells you this. Oh, if you can do this, and then you can do that, and so on. But that is also going to be in the back of your mind. That lower energies that it's going to rise up from within you, that it wants to avenge and revenge. Don't do it. It's not worth it. Particularly that ascendant is at Leo, that is squaring the moon. Those are the two energies. They're like a Bonnie and Clyde, kind of like relationships in there, right? But that doesn't really approve and prove things that have to be for a better. And we're finding in the next hour what you need to do is evolving in the soul. That energy of the ascendant, that is going to be like those last degree that we talk about, divine energies. It gonna comes out and it brings that self-development towards the sun. As the midheaven, it's in Taurus and it's gonna be opposing the moon. It is about your survival. Your survival is coming as long as you do the work. A lot of people, they want to have providing and everything can survival mode is a good thing, is okay, but they don't want to work. It won't happen. Particularly with the generations they are born with Pluto and Scorpio. At some point, they have to have the responsibility of self-care, self-providing, and self-developing, self-building. And they have that is their charge. Okay, that Pluto, it's in Scorpio, is gonna tell them, and it's like your worst enemy. It's over there. And Taurus, you to develop your own self. Stop using other people. Stop making the other people. Start using, getting into these lazy ways. Start being this manipulative. You need to do the work. And that's what the moon is going to point out. There's going to be a lot of triggers with people who have a Pluto and Scorpio. And that's what the moon is going to come back and trigger. So this. All right, it's not fun, but for some people, it's the right thing to do because it's always going to create this evolution. And that's what I'm smiling about it. All right. Meet Kevin, it's with Uranus. And the next hour at 3 o'clock, very powerful energies coming out with that. Um, Pretty much nothing unfamiliar that it's coming to you. Certain changes in order because you have to change. Like it or not, the changes are beautiful. Okay. The question is what to change? I don't know what to change. But this is how you're investigating because this is how you have to order. But where the order comes in from, Virgo, that is these divine energies with Pluto, the divine order that comes in and it says it's time to order and put this divine order into the world. Okay? Aquarius, anybody? Yeah. All right, next hour, 4 o'clock, midheaven. It's at Gemini. That is it, the energies that we're seeing these divine energies from the moon towards Gemini. Pretty soon, the moon is going to be really put that divine energies toward Jupiter. We're seeing it that it's working. And that's what the inner work of Gemini is going to be. Have you talked properly to your own self and others? Because if you're talking properly with yourself, you're going to be talking properly with others. And this is one of those investigations that you're going to be doing personally within yourself with that standpoint. All right. Next hour, we have the midheaven that's going to be at Gemini. We're seeing these challenges on a daily basis. This is between the south node and the north node. Of course, the past is going to call. And as we see in it, this, as the sun is moving more forward, right now the sun is basically focused more within the past. And here, how a lot of the people's going to fail. You're acting on the base of the past. Oh, but the past is repeating this itself. Oh, but I did the same way I did it in the past. I always been. I didn't change. I cannot change. I cannot do this. I cannot do that. And here is that Mars that it's like you're supposed to change. We have a fight in here, and the authorities like you also have to change. So there's gonna be some a lot of this moments that when they comes in into life. It is about you have learned this in the past. Saturn is the karmic ruler, and right now he's joining the North Node, enhancing it in there. But that energy of enhancement is to enhance who? Venus and Mars. And this is why the soul relations energies are there. The spiritual emotional into the material world and what? In Cancer, right? But you have to face the past. And all the divine energies, they're going to come back from the south node and it's going to be the don't repeat the past. You're going to be repeating the cycle. You're going to repeating the loop. You know what is a loop is? It's a circle. But you know what a spiral is? You're growing. You're expanding. Okay? You have a situations they're repeating, but you're growing. You're expanding instead of looping and continue at the same time without any evolution that goes on for your soul. All right, next hour, 6 o'clock, midheaven, it's on Cancer. That is going to be a trine towards the Lilith and the moon. That's going to be the inner work that you've been doing through the family. Some of the family patterns are going to be triggered within yourself. Stay there, seeing it in there, and forgive. All right, but soak it up within yourself what you needs to be enhanced. 7 o'clock at the midheaven at Cancer. There's gonna be some a lots of this energies with the sun, with the Chiron, with the Liliths, and the moon is gonna comes back and tries to shake the things out. But that shaking, if you allow it to be shaked, if you're allowing to be moved, that is going to be creating this imbalance. And again, 8 o'clock p.m. is the same as like yesterday and the day before and the day before. In there, we have these intense energies. We have reminder about this yacht that came from Uranus and Neptune in there. That we gotta be have this balance, but that balance has to be authorized from within. Otherwise, there is only internal war within ourselves, lack of change, keep repeating the past, and nothing really moves. Okay. And this is why the moon that is a actually at Scorpio right now she is going to be looking into that growth, but she's gonna be what? She's gonna be opposing Uranus. You're gonna be opposing the universe. Oh, you don't like the way the things in the material world is. Okay, well, what can you do to change it? What do you need to be? Has the material world has been controlled from something from Scorpio that you don't like? And this is why some of the people is gonna be start investigating situations. And that's what it is. This 9 o'clock energy, as I said, the moon is going to be at the divine energies with Jupiter. That is about you divinely to grow because you cannot change other people. You cannot do nothing for the other people in the physical realm. Well, you can help them, you can send them money and so on and so on. No, I'm talking about for their personal evolution, for their things that they need to do personally. Because when you do things for them, you create this comfort zone. Okay. But when you creating this comfort zone, what do you do to your own self? You abandon yourself. So you have to have this balance within yourself through what? Through communications. You need to communicate good from within yourself. good communications in there, looking at where the Mercury is in your chart. Mercury right now is still in Pisces, but he's going to be about to comes in what in Aries. It's kind of like a reborn. And here is you coming in with all these fire energies and I'm going to do this and I'm going to go do that and so on and so on. You haven't understand who you really are, but you're already talking about who you're going to be. Good, great, but understand who you are. And that is going to be the moon and Scorpio is going to do it, the growth. Okay. All right. 10 o'clock, as the ascendant is going to be with the moon, is about that growth within you. It's time to grow up. It's time to getting into that depthness within a sacred, the secrets that it's being kept in there. It's time to get off of this secret agent mode and be who we are. Because your secrets keeping it from within you that prevent you to grow, but also the secrets when you get it out, you're going to be able to find what you're made of. And that is also part of what? Of the personal growth from within. And that personal growth from within, we're going to see it at 11 o'clock. You see how the beautiful blue energies are all of a sudden. But that's going to be happening with the moon tomorrow. Okay. So we're talking about Tuesday, the 15th. That's where the moon it's gonna be coming out. As you see it in your chart, that sky is gonna look very beautiful, very powerful. Emotions is gonna comes in, yes, but you are gonna feel in the intensity. But they now have to have effect and wars within yourself, unless you're doing it. But by revealing the truth within you, that truth is going to help you to live better in your life. And that's where you get this guidance from the planets. They're talking to you as long as you're willing to sense them, to feel it, to feel that gravity, to feel these magnetic fields, and to be translated to you. And that's what you are awakened. Okay. But sometimes that awakening to go up, you have to go down. Sometimes to go to the future, you have to go back into the past. And then from the past to go into that. Okay. It's a little contradictions, but that is it, the principles of the Hermetism. Whatever is up, same thing is down. Okay, guys. Wish you good luck with this. Beloved, looking forward for your comments.